Adoree Jackson, you, once again, are a New York football Giant. Adoree Jackson, after visiting the Giants facility and trying to hammer out a contract with Joe Schoen and Brian Daboll, puts pen to paper to once again play for the New York Giants. Joe Schoen may have told everybody that we're good at cornerback too. But since he signed that, or since he said that, he went out and signed Duke Shelley, he went out and signed Art Green, and he went out and signed Adoree Jackson. So, let's just all never believe what Joe Schoen has to say. Because it's okay. I don't need him to tell me what he's going to do. I'm just glad he finally went out and did it, because adding another NFL caliber corner to this team, it was necessary. And they do that by going out and signing Adoree Jackson. Ian Rappaport, the one that broke the news, that's why you subscribe to the channel. We put a video out this morning telling you that Adoree Jackson was meeting with the Giants. And in the video I told you he was going to sign. That's why you subscribed. If you're not subscribed, change it. If you are, type real one in the chat. Ian Rappaport broke the news. Hey, he's back. Adoree Jackson, back with the New York Giants, saying the Giants are re-signing old friend cornerback Adoree Jackson as his free agency ends right where it began, with a 1-year deal. As I continue to refresh my timeline trying to find the financials of this, they have not been put out. If I had to make a prediction on what the contract is, I'm going to say obviously a 1-year deal, $3 million guaranteed with another $3 million in playing time incentives, roster bonus games, something to where you can get up to $6 million, 50% being guaranteed, 50% being in playing time incentives. Look, this isn't going to be an expensive deal. There's a reason that on August 30th, as today is Friday, we have Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We are 9 days away from the NFL season starting. There's a reason he was a free agent 9 days from NFL season starting, because no one wanted to pay him the big bucks. And that's why he's back. That's why he's back with the Giants. No other team wanted him out there, and he's back with this team. And he should be able to help this team. The Giants' corners are weak. He's only 28 years old. He's not washed. He just had a down year last year for the New York Giants. And there were thoughts in the organization that maybe he took some plays off. Maybe he didn't compete, didn't have the highest compete level. But we've seen him before with the Giants be really, really good. That first year with this team in 2021, he was awesome. 62 tackles, 1 INT, 8 PBUs, and he allowed a completion percentage of just 52.1%. Then he was even better in 2022. He allowed a completion percentage of just 51.7. Another 7 pass breakups, 51 tackles. Then he struggled last year. The completion percentage ballooned up to 65.9. Here's his entire game log via Pro Football Focus last season. Reminder, the first 2 games of the year, the Giants were trying to play him in the slot with Deonte Banks and Trey Hawkins as the outside corner. They quickly got away from that because Trey Hawkins was one of the worst corners that played in the league last year. But, man, he had some good games too. Played well against New England. They don't have great receivers, but he played all right. I thought he played really good in that Green Bay game. Graded out well in the Philly game. He was solid. Some games, but more often than not, he didn't play all that well. But he was really good in 2021. He had a coverage grade of 81. He had a coverage grade of 71.5 in 2022. The Giants corners right now aren't really NFL players. Yes, Deonte Banks is an NFL guy, first-round pick. But after that, there's a lot of questions. Is Cordell Flott ready to be that guy? In his first 2 years in the league, he's looked kind of like a back end of the roster corner. Drew Phillips is a rookie 3rd-round pick. How much can we reasonably expect from him in his first season in the NFL? Trey Hawkins, he's entering year 2 after being a 6th-round pick out of Old Dominion and showing last year he wasn't ready to play at this level. And then Nick McLeod, he's your kind of Band-Aid corner on the team. Play a little slot, play a little outside corner, but you don't want him playing 90% of the snaps, which he was probably going to do. How soon can Adoree Jackson be brought up to speed, though? If I had to be nitpicky about this signing, why didn't it happen last week? Why didn't it happen 2 weeks ago? Why didn't it happen a month ago? We're 9 days away from the season. Like, I'm hoping he could be ready to go for week 1. Like, I'm praying he's ready to go for week 1. They got a dude over there, number 18 for the Minnesota Vikings, that's pretty dang good at catching the football. Like, that guy's getting his gold jacket already sized. And I don't think it's fair to ask Deonte Banks to travel and cover him. I also don't know if it's fair that you ask Adoree Jackson after not going through training camp to go out and do it. And like another reason as to why I'm like kind of worried that the thing happened is because he's been kind of injured throughout his career. Like, there's been multiple seasons where he just hasn't played. He's only played one full season, in his career, and that was his rookie year. 11 games in 2019, 3 games in 2020. That's why the Titans cut him. He played 3 games and he had a high cap hit. Then he came to the Giants and played 13 games. Then he played 10 games in 2022. Then 14 games in 2023. As Mr. Rick, longtime watcher of this show, says in the live chat, veterans don't like camp. 100% agree with you. But he's 28. He's not 34. And how many times have we seen players that skip training camp, get signed into preseason, and then get injured immediately? Whether it be a hamstring, whether it be something else. And then he's out. Like, I'm not trying to wish bad on this. Not trying to do anything. Like, I'm pumped up. I am excited that Adoree Jackson is a Giant. I'm pumped up about it, baby. You got another NFL corner on this team. But why not just 2 weeks ago? Why not 3 weeks ago? Why not a month ago? A week ago. I just think it would have been great if it happened a little while ago. Because he doesn't necessarily know this scheme. Yes, he was on the Tennessee Titans when Shane Bowen was the linebacker coach there, but he was never on the Titans when Shane Bowen was the defensive coordinator. So it would take him a little while to learn this scheme. And at the end of the day, playing corner is probably one of the easier positions to learn on the fly, right? Because cover 3 is cover 3 no matter where you're at. Cover 4 is cover 4. Cover 2 is cover 2. Zero blitz is zero blitz. Cover 1 is cover 1. Man is man. But I just would have liked for it to have been a little bit earlier. And it's like, maybe the Giants just had to swallow their pride and get this done. And maybe their thought process was, we'll go through the spring, go through the summer, go through training camp, we'll go through joint practices, we'll go through the preseason. We'll see if Hawkins can emerge. We'll see if McLeod can prove he's that guy. Because you just saw it on screen. Dan Duggan said he did not hear any favorable reviews from inside the organization on Jackson's play after last season. So maybe Joe Schoen said, you know what? We're desperate. And desperate times call for desperate measures. I remember after the season, Adoree Jackson said he wanted to be back with the New York Giants. They couldn't make it work. But now they did. Maybe him being away and the Giants being away and the Giants being able to self-evaluate who they had. I said, you know what? He might be the second best corner on this team, and he might still be the best corner on this team. I'm pumped up. Giants got better today. Giants added a legit corner. You got some, and Jackson was once a captain for the Giants. You got some dogs. Dexter Lawrence, Kayvon Thibodeau, Brian Burns, Bobby Okereke, Adoree Jackson. That's 5 legit NFL players on defense. Can Deonte Banks emerge? Can Jason Pinnock continue to get better? Can Tyler Nubin get better? Can Micah McFadden build on last year, over 100 tackles? Can Isaiah Simmons in this defense take a step? You're going to be as good as your defense is this year. Like, that's the fact of the matter. Giants are a defensive team this year. First-round picks all over. A lot of money all over. The Giants will be as good as their defense is this year. And their defense, they got better today because they added a corner who they desperately needed, even though Joe Schoen said they didn't. Grade the signing for me down in the comment section. Get out your red pen and let me know. A, B, C, D, or F. Adoree Jackson back to the Giants on a 1-year deal. We don't know the money yet. I'd assume it's 3 years, 3 guaranteed. 1 year, $3 million guaranteed, and another $30 million in potential earnings via playing time. Make sure you are following me over on social media. That's the first place you would have heard about Adoree Jackson being back with the New York Giants. So give me a follow on Twitter at @MarshallGreen_, and give me a follow on Instagram at @MarshallGreen_. And let's go Big Blue.